You guys know that when we speak about new talent, young talent, we definitely try to push that here at Irish and Chin, and today is no different. We are going to be premiering an artist, and when I say premiering him, he's definitely known to most of you already, especially those of you who are social media junkies. But it's his first time in the Sound Chat studio, and you know how it go. When you're in the Sound Chat studio, it's a different type of conversation on these things, right? So let me turn on this microphone.
Hello.
How you doing, sir?
I'm good. How are you? Thank you for having me.
Introduce yourself.
Introduce yourself to the world of people who are listening to us right now.
My name is Lucas DiPASQUALE. I'm from Toronto, Canada.
Now,
I'm a musician.
He is a musician from Toronto, Canada, and there is a lot of significance with why he's in the studio today. I don't want to let the cat out of the bag too much yet of why he is here and who he is, but a lot of you guys are familiar with him, and you know why you guys are familiar with him? Because many of you were entertained by him here on Sound Chat Radio. Even though he wasn't live in the studio, you remember, Ninja, we went over his material, and we made a big deal out of one of his
his
projects. Yeah, you can call it a project. You know, one of his projects here at Irish and Chin, and many of you was like, oh wow, you know. So I think the best way to introduce you on today's show, to get everybody's attention straight. I see your management team opening the guitar, so I'm going to ask one of them to bring the guitar over here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And Instead of me playing it, let me do it live.
And we're going to, get yourself comfortable, right? And we are going to allow everyone to say, wow, because that's exactly what's going to be done, right? So, inspiring young artists coming out of Canada, getting a lot of attention for many different reasons. He's talented, but his approach to the music is quite strange. It's a little bit different. And a lot of you guys are going to love it, right? So, do you think?
Yeah.
I grade strong in on me car like a Samsung. Hot grab a bun when me dance. Lock off Blackberry and Samsung. Every other plan I get cancelled, car. The road I fit take on, cause girl clothes fit take off. Send go me Gucci I let off. Girl walk down my shoes when me tap off. Cheer. Say she want back it up on it. Say from she sight me she get on it. She want sing like Gwen Stefani. For the papi, yeah. Up in the club, we gonna get
pop, 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 pop.
Yeah, well, flat, yeah, them fat. One bad one, the tune them drop. One just drop on bust our head back. When street vibe was up in our head top. Oh, God, party mad. Girl, them a say Gaza party bad. Girl a stray like crab out a bag. Zamunda gone with 41. I grade a crush out in a hand. Me know I see no man a par with 40 man. Girl in a the club with them a party pan. Them say the world boss here the party done. Girl them love all my pants them straight sir. Them love all my clocks them laced up. And hot skull not take bait up. Hey boy me I tire this straight up. She have her hand by.
Let me stop you right there. Right, he's in the building. Man. Internet sensation for me, and I want to say that the internet was what gave you your recognition, correct?
150%, yeah.
Now, let me say this. Let me ask you this before we start today's conversation. Was it a purpose? Like, was this a strategic promotion to throw you up on the internet, or was it just something that happened and kind of just went viral?
I have been covering all the music that I listen to. And in April 2014, I was listening to these 3 songs a lot. And I decided to put up a thing I called it a mashup, popcorn mashup. Put it on YouTube, got my buddy to film me, and it was like any other cover.
So, it was just like any other cover?
Like any other cover.
So, you didn't say to yourself, listen, why, I'm white,
what's
I'm
something
singing
I could
ready.
do that's
I'm singing
special?
dancehall.
Yeah,
Mega throw this up on YouTube,
No.
and I'm gonna be the next celebrity.
Obviously, I get the novelty of it, but it's
Right.
not. That wasn't what it was.
That
about.
wasn't
and
what
I
it was
didn't
about.
think it was going to do that. Like I didn't think it was going to. Now I'm coming around with the sole purpose of showing people that. Like I'm going to dancehall oriented shows, reggae oriented shows to do this because that's what people recognize me for.
Let me ask you something.
I didn't.
When did you, after putting it up on YouTube, right, and it becoming this big thing, what was your first like reality check that this thing is getting big? Like, what was that situation like?
When Popcorn acknowledged it on the internet,
Oh, wow.
it was the biggest. Like that was like so. I had people commenting on my Instagrams because I had did little versions of it on my Instagram, and I had friends talking to me about it. People call, man, my parents love it. Like my Caribbean friends, oh, my parents love that stuff and stuff like that. But Popcorn actually acknowledged me on the internet, and I was like, "That's so."
And what was the acknowledgement? Like, what did he type?
So he first he quote tweeted it and like said like ha 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 ha. What do you think of this or something like that? And then he actually tweeted it out, which I was like, man, that's crazy. And then I DM'd him because he followed me, so I followed him back, DM'd him and said, hey man, you don't know what that means to me. Thank you so much. I'm a huge fan. Blah blah. He said, yeah, up, like to the moon. Have fun with it. Like you're great. Blah blah blah.
So Popcorn didn't feel any way about what you did.
No, he didn't, and I was. I mean, he didn't. If he did, he didn't show it because
Okay.
I met him in the grill shortly, or 2-3 months after. He brought me out to perform it, which was like set up by the management, but he was definitely embraced it.
So you actually got a chance to perform with Popcorn, the original singer of the song,
of those songs
in Jamaica. What was that experience like?
It was surreal. I've never done anything like that before. I'd never performed in front of that many people. And also just to be in that kind of like, what the heck is going on state of mind. Like it's 3:30 in the morning and I'm playing with the guy that I covered. I'm looking at this chat thing here and I saw somebody said he's getting more recognition for the songs than Popcorn was. And that's like something that as soon as I covered it, I was like, well, is he going to feel a type of way? And is he going to be like, why is this guy covering my music? Like,
right.
What's he do? Go write your own music.
You see, because and the reason why I want to get into the depth of your whole journey to stardom and being recognized is that there is this conception that our dancehall people like to maybe copy, but they don't like to be copied.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So the fact that you came with the guitar, you put a different, vibe to it.
Mm-hmm.
I just wanted to really find out: were you really accepted by Popcorn and others?
Yeah.
What's the most negative thing you've heard? Or if any?
The most negative, I think, like I've never heard. The most negative thing is when somebody's just like, you suck. Like they don't really give me the time of day. That's being the most negative. But I think the thing that hits home the most is when people start talking about cultural appropriation or the idea of me targeting a specific thing to use to my own advantage, knowing how it's going to react, how people are going to react to it, because that's really not what I was trying to do, and it kind of puts me in the certain light that I don't want to be seen in, because I really, really just covered the song, and the rest of the things have happened off the back of that because of the reaction that I've gotten,
right?
And the good vibes that people have been giving me for it. Like it's been more like, okay, I get to make a song with Popcorn now because of this, so I'm going to make a song with Popcorn, and now we have a song. So.
Before the Popcorn cover,
yes.
Before you and your buddies decided that you're going to put it on YouTube,
mm-hmm.
What kind of songs were you covering? Were they strictly reggae songs, or
there actually weren't? They were like I had been listening to reggae, but I've never pretended to be a huge reggae head before that. I know more about dancehall than I've been getting into reggae more now because of what's happening, because I've been to the island so much, and because I've been meeting so many different crazy, incredible people. But no, I was covering everything from alternative rock to hip hop to indie singer-songwriter stuff to anything.
So
anything I'm listening
when you cover these songs,
yes sir,
are you covering them like cabaret style? Are you covering them at nightclubs? Like how were you covering them?
Just in my room, putting videos up on YouTube. Like that, before I started doing this is the most professional I've been at this. So since last April, I've been doing this as a job. But before then, it was strictly at high school doing performances in the gym and stuff like that. And just putting them on YouTube and Facebook and stuff like that.
It's Soundchat Radio, and there's so many people that listen to the station. And what I'm going to ask you to do now is cover one of the songs that you covered prior to the Popcorn.
Do I need to clean up lyrics in this?
Yes, you do.
Yeah.
So please make sure it's clear.
I'll give you a nice perspective.
If you're looking for me, I'll be on the block with my thing cocked, possibly sitting on a drop now. 'Cause I'm a rider, yeah, I'm just a soul survivor. Everybody know the game, don't stop trying to make it to the top for yo. Get now, if you're a rider, yeah, I'm just a soul survivor. We can't sleep, we living in. First they give us the work, then they throw us in jail. Road trip, yeah, I'm trafficking the white. Please, Lord, don't let me go to jail tonight, yeah. Who me? I'm a soul survivor. Asked about him in the street, the boy Jeezy, a rider. 100 grand on my wrist, yeah, life sucks. Forget the club, dog, I'd rather count $1 million.
How do you select songs that you cover? Do you have to get a certain feeling? How does that selection process
To be honest with you, before, it was more, what can I play? What's in my range? What's easy enough to play? What can I actually make sound believable? Now I'm trying to push myself and kind of do other things. But that, or like, what have I been listening to so much that I just know the lyrics to anyway? So it won't be a big task to learn the lyrics again. That's all. That was the prerequisite. Do I like the song?
What's the hardest song that that took you the longest to master?
The Popcorn mashup.
The
100%.
Popcorn.
Because I wanted to do it with the right dialect. I wanted to do the dialect justice. I didn't want to sound goofy. So I was going back and forth with friends and Google and just trying to make it authentic. So that I practiced that the most.
But you did more than not just the Popcorn song. You did, in that same song, you did somebody. I think you did like.
No, it was 3 Popcorn songs in that one.
Right.
And then I did another one where it was a Popcorn song, a Drake song, and a Sean Paul song.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Let's put reggae aside, because the picture that I'm trying to paint here is to erase the misconception that you just came in and capitalized on
100%. Yeah.
the reggae thing.
Yeah.
Right.
Absolutely.
Based on what you're saying, I kind of want to paint a different picture. Right. So we're going to dig deep here on this conversation that we're having here on Sound Chat. Now, taking out the reggae and dancehall genre, what was the hardest thing that you ever had to master?
To cover, I mean, singing. I learned a lot of Ed Sheeran and a lot of Dallas Green. He's a Canadian singer-songwriter. And it was hard for me to sing music that was pushing my range at the time. Now I think I'm getting better at singing. I'm having easier time with that. But it was more, to be honest with you, after I got over those guys, covering was easy. And now emulating people's music was easy for me. So now it's become, I have to write my own music. And that's been the most difficult task that I've ever had to do.
Cover a song for me right now, for those who are listening, that was a hard song for you at one time that has now become an easy song outside of the genre of reggae and dancehall.
White lips, pale face, breathing in snowflakes, burnt lungs, sour taste. Lights gone, days end, struggling to pay rent, long nights, strange men. They say she's in the class A team, stuck in her daydream. Been this way since 18, but lately her face seems slowly sinking, wasting, crumbling like pastries. They scream the worst things in life come free to us, 'cause we're just under the upper hand and go mad for a couple grams. And we don't wanna go outside tonight, 'cause in a pipe she'll fly to the motherland and sell love to another man. It's too cold outside for angels to fly.
His name is Lucas. He is that artist that we saw on YouTube. We spoke about him here a couple of months ago on Irish and Chin Sound Chat, that covered the Popcorn song that went viral. So if you're just tuning in, he is the person that I'll be talking to for quite some time here on Sound Chat Radio. So join in on the conversation. Number 718-554-8598. So you leave from covering alternative music, as we Jamaicans like to call it, right? And you start to journey into reggae. Do you have, back home in Canada, do you have like reggae friends, West Indian friends? How did that whole Popcorn song thing stumble upon you?
The popcorn thing was very, very friend driven. It was I had one specific friend, Rob, if he's listening. He really we always would talk about hip hop music together, and he was very into dancehall. Never listened to dancehall, so we're always talking about hip hop, always hip hop. And I heard somebody singing in patois on a Pusha T record called Blocka. This type of happen every day. All them a gwanda matza for them. I said, who is that? He said, Popcorn. I said, okay. And I had heard Only Man She Want on the radio because they were bumping that like crazy in Toronto. So I said, okay. So I started listening to more. I had listened to Vibes before. I heard Straight Jeans and Fit and all these, the big Summertime, all the big ones. And I just started getting into it. It was really by recommendation. And reggae kind of came after that because obviously I had heard the Bob Marleys and, the Jacob Millers and the stuff, Dennis Brown and stuff like that. But the big ones. And I started listening to all the other stuff. And I've just really taken a liking to it.
So you don't really have a background in the music. You're young in the music.
I have none, yeah.
Which to some will be, some will be bothered by it.
They'll definitely be bothered by that.
At the same time that you're bothered by it, you also have to be fascinated that someone who doesn't have any depth in the culture can do so well at recreating a song.
Yeah.
Such as a pop. Like I've never dreamed of hearing a popcorn song being played with a guitar. Like, it's just not something that we envision.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And, truth be told, for those of you who are dancehall fans that may not want to admit it, but not only did Popcorn do a lot for you, but you did a lot for Popcorn. Because it shows the reach of his
100%.
Music.
Yeah.
It shows that there is a white guy in Canada who has a guitar and he could have played any dancehall song that he wanted to in the world, but he played Popcorn. You know what I mean? And it then shows to us, the peers, the lovers of the music that, but wait, Popcorn thing I reached, not so ninja.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because when we saw it, the first thing, we didn't even, and this is us here in the office, we didn't even give you the credit instantly.
Yeah.
We were just like, Popcorn boss!
Can't believe his music made it all the way there.
I saw it I saw it on social media when I was in Europe, and I saw it and I said, who that white brother here play Popcorn song? But I just like the melody.
We didn't, and don't be bothered by the fact that we're saying that you're white.
Yeah. Because that's a thing.
I'm sure when we went to Jamaica, they say this white guy wants to
that's a thing. That's not wrong.
We feel that in my opinion, the music is colorless, and I always fight for the fact that the music is colorless. It's just what it is. You know what I mean? Great people of different cultures have come into our music and has done great things with it. Whether as producers, whether as sound men, whether as radio jocks, whatever it is. To me, it all attributes to the growth of the music.
100%.
Right? You go to Jamaica now. Is it the first time?
Yeah, after the Popcorn Mashup, it was the first time I went.
First time you go to Jamaica.
Did on stage.
How do you sell yourself in Jamaica? Do you sell yourself as, hey, it's me, the guy from the YouTube that did the Popcorn video? Like, how did you get ushered in?
You know what? It was I was found by, that was when I started getting a management team. So then it was more, there are so many people on the island right now who want to hear you talk and who want to understand what happened and how you got that video. So we went for a week. Me and Ricky, my manager, went for a week. And we went on stage. We did IRE FM. We did a few other media outlets. And it wasn't really, hey, I'm the Popcorn Kid. It was like, okay, that's what we know you for, so let's talk about it.
Right.
But I wasn't really there to talk about that per se. I ended up talking about that the entire time.
Right.
But I didn't really go. Honestly, I went there having no expectation. I was just like, oh, we're going to Jamaica? Cool. I want to be a professional musician. I want to be an artist. I like to play music. These people really want me to come and be on the radio show. I'm there.
Was there any fear at any time that maybe Jamaicans would have not embraced you the way?
100%, because the cultural appropriation argument is real. It's a thing. I understand that people don't like when something very, very close to their heart is taken by somebody who doesn't look like them. That totally, I understand that. But at the end of the day, it was evident that people understood that I was covering the song. I was really singing the song. I was singing. It's like when I sing a Young Jeezy tune. I'm not trying to be a southern trapper. I'm here to sing songs. So it was really just, I had that fear up until I went to after the second time I went to the island, and I had so many people just on the street recognize me and saying, hey man, I love the cover. It always goes right to the cover. I loved the cover.
You know what works for you and what will continue to work for you is the fact that you, and let me put this in the proper context. Other than other people that we see, because we see a lot of people capitalize off of the music, a lot of white people, a lot of people of different cultures, but the endorsement is lacking. So all of a sudden we see somebody spring up and they say, this guy is the biggest Jewish reggae artist. And we're saying to ourselves, but hold on, how did that happen?
Yeah.
How does he say that he's reggae and we didn't give him that stamp?
Yeah.
At least with your approach, it's a little more subtle because Popcorn reaches out. Popcorn ushers you in. You know, whether he was doing it intentionally or unintentionally, you make it to the unstage. Your interview is about that popcorn thing. And my advice to you would be, welcome that. Because that's your key.
Yeah.
That is what opens the lock. Don't ever be, tired or annoyed by, listen, I'm a talented artist as well. Stop talking to me about popcorn.
Oh, no, it's never.
Well,
I owe where I am because of that.
And it's a key to you. You get where I'm coming from, Ninja?
Right.
Because it's like we here as people who love dancehall, we're going to identify you and say, yo, they get the certification from what he did with the dancehall. And then the next question is going to come, which is the question that I'm about to ask you now. Do you have original music?
Yes.
Are you doing original music?
I will be releasing an EP of original music on October the 9th. It's all ready.
Wow. How many tracks?
4 tracks. One has already been released. It's called Do It Like. I made it with Stylo G, Cardinal.
I have that song, yeah.
I'm playing it.
You have the song?
Yeah, I have a couple of songs.
That's a good thing. Stylo G
coming.
was also supposed to be here today, and it just didn't work out for us. I was really excited to see him. He's also another person, because we championed the young talented here at Soundchat Radio. And
yes, sir.
maybe about, I want to say about 2 years, 2.5 years, could be 3. I went to the UK and got a chance to see Stylo G, and I came back so amped, like, yo, this artist,
energy, man.
And everybody was like, so chin, look like you go England, go sign artists, and there I try to promote the thing. But you know what I mean? It was so good, and I was so hoping to see both of you guys sitting in front of me representing the new era of young and talented and fresh vibrancy coming into the culture of dancehall and reggae. But didn't work out that way. But you're here. We're gonna make the best of it.
Cool.
Want to hear some more of your music? Ninja has the new song that you're talking about. So can we play that as well?
Yeah,
right. And then I don't know if you're up to it later on. I'm not gonna hit you by storm. But later on, we do this thing called Rhythm Up, and some people in the chat room is saying that I can't bend the rules. And Rhythm Up is pretty much about any artist that comes into the studio, we run a rhythm.
Okay.
And that person does what they do over that rhythm. So if you look in the chat room, some people are like, tell them to get rid of the guitar.
Yeah. Can you actually sing on rhythms apart from the guitar? Like,
I've never tried that.
You never tried. Well, we're going to try here at Soundchat. We're going to try.
Do it. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So we're going to see if it works for you. And it might turn out to be a beautiful thing. And if it doesn't, we'll take back the guitar.
Yeah.
Hey, look.
Do me a favor. We got a very talented artist in the building. Some of you may have been hearing him, or are hearing him for the first time, I should say. Give us a call, 718-554-8598. This is the future of the music. There's going to be so much more other artists springing up from all over the planet and doing reggae their way. And I want to see how you guys feel about it. How do we feel about Lucas out there? How do we feel about how much views did you get on that YouTube, that popcorn thing?
I think it's at like 324,000 right now.
324,000.
Something like that.
Right? So there is a lot of views that came out on the popcorn thing. It landed him to be on stage with Popcorn in Jamaica in the grill. I saw the unstage interview as well. So the popularity is pouring in for you.
Yeah.
The EP is coming out.
Yep.
You have a management team.
Yep.
You're making your own music.
Yes, sir.
Talk to us about the writing. Are you as good as a writer as you are as a guitar player?
Well, that's for you to decide, I guess. But the EP has 3 other tracks other than that, and they're very they're not dancehallish. They are very singer-songwriter. My songwriting will be put on stage and will be for everybody to see.
For everybody to judge.
Yeah, so you will be able to judge it on October the 9th. I can play some for you if you'd like.
I would love for you to play.
Well, if you want to play, I could play the EP song. Well,
I've been walking around in circles since you left me on the phone. First time out in months and I'm already trying to find my way home. This time I'm really on one. I can't even walk straight. I got to find out the name of this street and why the heck I'm on it so damn late. With one too many last ones turn into a damn. We should be together, baby, to the very end. Tell me where you're at, I swear I'm right around the bend. I'll be there by morning, we just hit the AM. Lucas, do not tease me, or stop it please. Every other word has got me weaker in the knees. Every other message got me counting down the weeks till you're stepping off the plane and getting back to me. So come home, get home, you ain't been around in a minute. Oh, come home, gon' get on home, get on home. Oh, come home, get home, you ain't been around in a minute. Come home, gon' get on home, get on home, get on home.
Good.
man.
Extremely good.
Well, thank you.
Hey, man, extremely good. You're extremely talented.
Well, thank you.
And that's definitely a bonus.
You said you and Popcorn did a song.
We did a song called No Talking. Yeah,
No Talking.
It's being premiered now.
Yeah. I mean, I have it right now. I can prepare it right now.
Yeah. So this one, let's wait till because the commercials just chipped in for some of our streaming partners. Big up to everybody who's listening to us on irishandchin.com. I want everyone that's listening, of course, to be able to hear the premiere of the soundtrack premiere of the Popcorn Lucas song. So we're going to go to that in a couple of seconds. For those of you listening, of course, I got to remind you guys about the U.S. Rumble that's coming up October the 10th. It's going to be a Zuvuwooski inside Club Amazura. Make sure you're part of it. 7 sounds, 6 states, 1 world-class title, 1 world-class position. I would like to ask you about, I was thinking of asking you about the whole sound system thing. But then I'm kind of reframing from doing that because you told me that you're young in the whole dancehall thing.
You know what? That would be something I'm not very well read in.
I take
not well
that.
versed in it at all.
Do you go to dance halls or have you been
only
to
for this? Only for to be going to dance hall. Like I've been in Jamaica. I went to a few things. Went to a few things in London. But me myself in Toronto, I have never actually.
How was that experience for you? That whole dancehall culture? Because I know it's different from.
It's way different.
Yeah.
It's crazy. I've never been. You know what? I'll say this. I've never been somebody who even likes going to clubs in Toronto. Hip hop clubs, pop, EDM. I've never listened to any music like that. I like to listen to loud music in my room on my own and rap on my own and stuff like that. But I've never been into that. And I will say that the vibes are way better at a dance hall, at a reggae dance hall, at any Caribbean event. The vibes are just way more. Nobody cares. It's not really. I don't get the idea that people are there to dress up and look at each other. It's more. Let's go. Like soca events. I went to Return Fete in Toronto.
I was about to ask you about soca.
So I'm not really into soca. I don't listen to soca. I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna stand here and say.
Have you met any soca artists yet?
I met Macho Montano at Return Fete. It was great. I mean, and I knew he was the king right away. You know what I mean? I knew he was the king of that.
What was that conversation like?
It was just a, hey, how are you? He said he saw the video. He said he liked it. I just dapped him. I was with Cardinal, brought me to this, and I just said, hey, man, that
Cardinal
was great.
is the boss.
He's really cool, man.
Would you consider covering in a soca song?
No, I didn't, because then I thought I would just be doing it for that reason. To say, okay, the Caribbean thing bust, so I'm going to do... Nah, I don't listen to it.
You don't want to be that type of person.
I don't listen to it. So if I start listening to it, I'll let you know and I'll do it.
Which we have to respect. Right? And the next challenge that you're going to have with covering the soca, of course, is that you're going to have to catch a whole different dialect.
Yeah.
Because you can't use the Jamaican dialect to sing the soca.
No.
You got to use the soca dialect, which is,
and then you have
Trinidad
and so forth.
You have to be more upbeat because soca
is a lot faster.
Yeah, it's going to be... But, definitely, you're taking the thing to another level. You are... expanding on our culture, making us even see how far the culture can reach and the influence that the culture has. And we got to be grateful for such things.
100%.
You know what I mean? Where do you go from here? What's the next move for you? Are you planning to be and I'm gonna kind of put you in a tight spot right now, because we have so many artists that come here, and we tend to like try to get into their minds, and a lot of our reggae artists these days are saying that they do not want to be considered reggae artists anymore. They want to just be called artists, right? Which of course angers a lot of West Indian people.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I mean? Because they feel like they're not represented
100%.
as they should be. What does Lucas call himself? Are you a reggae artist now?
No, I'm not a reggae artist. I've never said I wanted to make reggae music. Never said I wanted to make dancehall music. These are the people that worked with, said they would work with me in the beginning, and I want to keep working with them. I have Popcorn on the EP. I have Assassin on the EP, Agent Sasco, which is like huge for me because I'm a big fan. And I just want to keep making the music I'm making. So when the EP comes out and there's a little category, if it says reggae, it says reggae. If it says, I don't know what it's going to say, but I don't even think I'll be making that decision. That'll be more the label. But I don't call myself a reggae artist. I don't want to make I don't think I'm, well versed enough to be making original reggae music. It's not going to sound like reggae. It's going to sound like a kid who grew up in Toronto listening to hip hop, alternative, indie, singer-songwriter, dancehall, reggae music. It's just going to sound like that. So I couldn't give you a title. I couldn't give you a genre that I want to be making, but I know that I want to be working with many different artists in a lot of different genres. So whatever that makes me.
So you just want to be an artist?
I just want to be an artist. And I could see why that would anger people, because this is, it would appear that I've come in here and used this to boost myself and use this to start a career. But it's the truth of it is that these people helped me start my career, whether I liked it or not. I was pulled into this world because I covered the thing, and then the next morning I had, a bunch of people commenting, "Oh, you gone bad," and I was, it was sick. It was so sick that people actually, real people, not just. It's different when a friend says they like it, or even a Caribbean person from Toronto says they like it, because you're like, yeah, okay, well, you're from Toronto and I'm from Toronto, so you're used to this. But when, very, very, Jamaican people I've had people who said, I've never left the island. I've never been to Toronto. I've never been to anywhere like that. I've been there, and they've said, hey, I really like that rendition. I really like the way you sing. I really like the guitar chords you were playing. I just like your style. That's very rewarding for me, because that means that I wasn't really trying. I didn't see somebody doing this and say, oh, I want to do that. I was honestly just covering it in my bedroom, in my dorm room. So that's all it was for me. And it's become so much more special to me because of the support that I've been getting, and because of the reaction that I've gotten from so many people.
How has life changed for you?
I'm working a lot more. I'm traveling a lot more. I haven't been home in 3 weeks, so for me, that's a big deal, because I'm 20 years old. I've never done this before, so.
Wow, you're only 20.
I'm only 20 years old, yeah. And it's also, life's changed in the sense that I used to get up and kind of play music every day, just kind of willy-nilly, like whatever, but now I have a purpose. I want to make music. I want to make better music, and I always want to beat myself. So, yeah, life's just kind of, I've gotten a better direction for my life and for myself.
Did you go to school to play instrument?
No, I took 1 year of guitar lessons, just like a one-off music store. Right. But I was in university for radio and television arts when this whole thing happened.
Wow.
There's a song. It's a brand new song, of course, by Lucas and Popcorn. This is where it all started for Lucas, and it's, quite appropriate for him and Popcorn to do a song together. It pretty much solidifies their relationship. What's the name of the song?
No Talking.
No chatting, no talking. Drop it.
Yeah.
Boom, baby, you can hit the back of the line. They only want to let you in if you can pay it look fine.
And it's time for Rhythm Up.
I goes down when the sun goes up, so meet me in the dark until.
Lucas, before, of course, we do Rhythm Up, I got to ask you to let everyone know how they can get in contact with you in the future.
Absolutely.
I got some sound man, of course, already hitting me up like, yo, we need this from Lucas, we need that from Lucas. You know what I mean? So let them know where they can find you.
I'm on social media. I'm on Lucas DiPasquale on Twitter, at Lucas DiPasquale on Facebook.
Spell it out for them, please.
DiPasquale is DiPasquale. Lucas is Lucas. At Lucas DiPasquale on Twitter, at Lucas DiPasquale on Instagram, Lucas DiPasquale on music, Lucas DiPasquale music on Facebook, Lucas DiPasquale on YouTube, and on SoundCloud, and yeah, that's it. That's me.
So those of you who are interested in getting in contact with Lucas, now he is reachable. He's no longer only a YouTube sensation. He's in the field now. He's available to be hired. He's making records. You're signed to. I heard you said something about a label. You signed to a
Universal Music Canada. Signed to
Universal Music Canada. Definitely a good look. Mm-hmm. It's a great look.
Yeah,
it's definitely a great look.
I mean, they've made the EP possible, and I'm so excited about it. So,
and for those who need to be informed, Universal Canada is the same Universal Records. It's just the Canada.
Yeah, it's just a
right.
leg
So,
Universal.
You know, as we say in the music business, he is signed to a major.
You ever done a dub plate?
I've done dub plates. Yeah,
dub plates.
I did dub plates for like Shawnee B, Robbo Ranks, a bunch of guys in London because it really happened because of the people that I was involved with at first, and then
you're really hurting his feelings now because you said radio DJ. You didn't say a sound man. You know what I mean? Any Stone Loves, any the big sound. So, you know what I mean?
Lucas is like, what are you talking about, dude?
But I didn't. If I would, if I knew, I would.
Right. So
but shouts to Robo, shouts to Shawnee B, of course, good friends of ours, and they are excellent at identifying talent. You know what I mean? And I think that the sound system culture needs to also go back with that. It's easier these days for a radio man to pick up a new song and try it on a radio station than it is for a sound man to pick up a new song and test it in the dance hall. And I think that is part of the actual problem. So we definitely applaud you for what you're doing. Wishing you all the best. And come on, man, you signed to Universal. You got a good EP. You're good.
Yeah, absolutely.
You're good. I mean, you're 20 years old. You're good.
I get to make music, so that's about
you're
it.
Good. You get to do what you want. You're a young guy. You have a crazy story behind you. I'm sure that everyone is interested to have a conversation with you, on air right now. You're in a really good position. I hear some good music today, and I think that you'll definitely become a force to reckon with.
I appreciate that. Thank you so much.
Just don't forget about the reggae. You know what I mean? Every now and again, drop in and do a little one and two thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I want to stay in this world. Like I want to. The main thing is I want to work with these people, like with the Assassins and the Popcons and
what I want to see is that when you get out there, you big huge artists, you just drop back for one of our Jamaican artists and say, "Yo, Poppy, come on, man, let's do this together.
Do a little one thing. You know
do this together." You know what I mean?
If possible. Yeah, if possible. No pressure. No pressure.
Thanks. Thank you.
Then you got.
Hey, what's gonna happen now, right? Just in case a sound system approach you and say, "Yo, I need a dub plate." This rhythm is one of the rhythm you might do a dub plate on.
Okay.
You know what I mean? They might, say here.
Yeah. So put down the guitar.
You guys got to explain.
The guitar is gonna make you uncomfortable right now.
What's the difference between a drop and a dub plate?
Well, a drop is just I'm Lucas Squally and you listen to boom bam bam. A dub plate now you're actually doing a song. Actually implementing the sounds.
Lucas,
the sound.
don't listen to him. A drop is what crooked sound men tell you that's actually dub plate.
Not really.
Because those terms have been interchangeable in emails.
This is what they'll say. Just to get it for free. Now that you're signed to Universal and the price goes up a little bit.
Because
you know what I mean?
Because
what they'll do, he's a sound man, so he's gonna tell you trash.
Because listen, a drop could be something, you don't do a song, you just say who you are and
I've done a bunch of those.
Right. So a dub plate is you have to do the actual song.
Can we have a private conversation without Ninja listening now? Right, here's the private conversation. Here's the reality, right? When sound men step to people like yourself and others who are signed to majors that are a little bit maybe harder approached to approach than others, what they do is say, Lucas, I don't know big thing me I gonna just need a little drop. Just say chit.
Nah, we don't do that.
Well, just a chit.
No, we don't do
just
that.
So you're going to sing. You're going to sing. You see he's interrupting because I'm letting out the secret.
That's what,
no, Lucas. That's what American DJs come to you and say, Lucas, I need a drop. American DJ will come to you and say, hey, I need a drop. Jamaican, we're like, yo, I need a dub play.
Yeah,
we need a dub play.
And I've been asked to do that too.
Yeah, we need a song with you calling my sound name or my DJ name in the song. That's a dub play.
But here's that.
We don't call it drop. We call it dub play.
We're having a worthless conversation if Lucas can't ride this next rhythm that we're about to drop.
Look, you know what I mean?
So Lucas,
here what happened now. Just, feel the rhythm out. Maybe you heard it before, but this is the rhythm that a sound man will approach and say, Lucas, do a song on this rhythm for me.
Here we go. We're going to make you vibes it. For a couple seconds. So then we're going to make you shoot off. See? All right.
You ready? All right, good. Turn up.
building. He's getting his flow ready. And of course, it's rhythm up. Now, Lucas, you said you could rap to it. Whatever you want to do, it doesn't make a difference. You don't have to sing. Just do your vibe, right? So Ninja, start it over. Lucas, you're in the booth now. We're pressing record. There's no turning back right now.
Damn. Ready? Let's go.
How do I know? How do I know? How do I know that I'm so sonically tuned in? They will recycle my flow, while all the hogs with their hedge funds cast dreams on me, singing all the stuff that they propose is gold from the go. But no, I require a higher level of entertainment. So who am I to take relatable and emulate it? Who am I to take the vague and the fake and the shine the heck out of it until the label's so elated that they take it overnight to every other station? Sell the rest of my soul hoping to get rebated. Master bullet it to easily digestible proportionate portions and hope the masses all masticate it. Damn.
Woohoo!
Oh, man.
He did it.
Man.
He did it.
Yes.
It's Soundchat Radio, man, and certain things you will only hear here. And let me tell you something, right? And you know, I don't want to put them on the spot, but your whole team was nervous a while ago.
They had the face like, oh man.
Toby's the most nervous.
But you did it. You know what I mean?
Good.
Give thanks, my brother. Thank you so much for coming through.
Thank you for having
me. Big up to the team for passing through Soundchat Radio, man. And you know, when you're in New York and get the big records and the records are coming out and they're playing on all of the commercial stations, we ask that you still stop by and say hello. You know what I mean?
I'll be here.
You know what I mean? And definitely, we are championing your success.
I'll be here.
It's a good thing. You're very, 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 very talented. It's Soundchat Radio. Lucas just passed through the building, man. Thank you so much. Is there anybody that you want to big up before you go, bro?
Honestly, I'd like to big up just you guys right now and everybody who's given me a platform to speak on. I've been on a little promo tour for the last little couple weeks, and I've gotten to speak to so many people and had a platform to actually, you know, dispel some rumors and kind of get people to know me. So thank you guys so much for letting me do this, because it means the world to me.
Give thanks, brother.
What do your parents say knowing that you're doing this?
They love it. They just they love that I'm finally doing what I've always wanted to do this. So they're just so happy that I'm getting to do this, and they're just kind of like, go do whatever you want, man. Like, I mean, as long as you're safe, go do your thing. So
Soundchat Radio, man. It's another Tuesday. 5 to 8 is what we do. Drive time. Big up to everybody around the world. All the people who are listening, of course, in Gambia. Those of you who are listening in the Bronx, Future FM. Those of you who are listening in Springfield, Mass, Connecticut, New York, New Jersey. Those of you on IrishandChin.com. Of course, as of yesterday, we are celebrating 4 years on radio, and I thank you guys so much for letting us come into your computers, into your cars, however you listen to us, man, on a Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. You know what it is. It's Soundchat Radio, man. Ninja and Crown. Ninja Crown and Chin in the building, as usual.
Yeah. It's Lucas. T-Dot to Jamaica. Minnie, big up yourself. I've been on you from back in elementary. You've been on me from the day I started blowing trees. Now I know all the things.